Before going into the topic details, I want to bring your attention to the UPSC coaching programs offered by ClearIAS. ClearIAS offers online and offline courses to help candidates get selected for prestigious government services like IAS, IPS, or IFS. ClearIAS Prelims Cum Mains (PCM) course provides a highly effective study plan, well-organized subject-wise videos, study materials, mock exams, and guidance to cover the entire GS syllabus of UPSC CSE prelims, mains, and interview systematically. As a limited-period offer, there is a 40% discount on our online courses. Enroll now.
The economists mostly study about resources and their management. Resources and their management. Resources in the sense that economists find that resources in Earth are mostly scarce. Means resources are limited. For example, I will tell you. Suppose there are 5 persons. There are only 5 persons on the whole Earth. Let's assume that. This is a hypothetical situation. There are only 5 persons available on the whole Earth. And there is only one apple for them to eat. Only one apple. So everybody needs at least one apple a day, but there is only one apple available. So can everybody use the one apple? Maybe they can cut it and share it among the 5 people, but still everyone will not be getting what is enough, right? Enough for them. So they will be in hungry, they will be in poverty, right? So that means what? That means the resources are scarce. Are you able to understand what I am saying? The resources are scarce. Resources are limited. That's why you see poverty in India. That's why you see poverty in Africa. So the resources are limited. Everybody is not getting enough resources. So economists study to ensure that everybody on Earth get adequate supply of resources, or how this scarcity can be managed. That is what they study. So how can, suppose there is only one apple, so how can this scarcity be managed? There's only one apple, right? So what should we do? Equal distribution, that we have already discussed, right? We have cut it and distribute. So, but still everybody is still hungry. That is not enough. Maybe that will help to satisfy their hunger a little bit, but that is not enough. What should ideally an economist do? Plant more apple trees, right? Plant more apple trees so that the production will increase. So I have used a new term, production. So production is a important term with respect to economics. So now we are discussing about production and increasing the production. So the whole, if there is, if we are able to produce more apples, so we will be able to meet the demands of all the people, right? So how to increase the production? So so that's why we are connecting it to the production aspect. Production is an important aspect with respect to the economics as such. So now we have understood what is economics. Economics is a field of study which deals with the management of scarcity of resources. That is economics all about. And economy, we also use the term economy, right? Indian economy, American economy, or UK economy, or Chinese economy. So economy is like when economics is applied to a one particular region, we use the term economy. Indian economy means economics applied to India, or US economy means the principles of economics when applied to one particular region. That is economy, US economy, Indian economy. So with respect to UPSC syllabus, actually they have not explicitly mentioned economics or economy as such. What they have mentioned is like sustainable use of natural resources. Such kind of wordings are being used, but it mostly denotes the concepts of economics. And you have to understand it in the perspective of India and also perspective of, the whole world. The world economy as such also is important for UPSC prelims and mains. some questions will be connected with Indian economy, or even I can say that, let's say 75% of the questions will be connected with Indian economy, but there will be some questions which will be connected with the aspects which are happening outside India, like World Bank, IMF, the different agencies. All such questions can also be asked in UPSC prelims and mains. And when we study economics, the first aspect you have to understand is the concepts of economics. So many questions in economy with respect to prelims will be conceptual in nature. So only if you know the concepts, you will be able to answer it. Some questions will be factual, some questions will be conceptual, some questions will be analytical. But if you properly know the concepts, you can answer many of the questions. You will be able to apply it. So learn the concepts first and then apply it one particular scenario. I will show you how to learn the concepts and apply it in one particular scenario. So we now understood that to meet the needs of everybody, we need to improve the production. So I just mentioned another word, that is need. So there can be needs, there can be wants. So what is the difference between needs and wants? Needs are, you are absolutely right. Yeah. Needs are very basic requirements. Very basic requirements like what? Like food, shelter, clothing. All those are very basic needs. So that is actually needs. Then what can be the wants? What can be buying a luxury car can be a want, right? Or any luxury clothing. I mean, a basic cloth is enough, right? But if you are aspiring for a very expensive clothing, that can be a want. Many things, like getting into buying a two-story house, or buying or getting a very expensive kind of any utilities, electronic appliance, buying an iPhone. I mean, the phone itself can, it all depends also. I mean, what is want and what is need also, it's nothing like fixed. For example, let's say when mobile phones were introduced initially, at that time, it might be considered as a luxury item. There is no need of a mobile phone. Why should everybody need a mobile phone? Why should everybody be connected all the time? At that time, it was considered as a luxury item. It was expensive as such. But later, it became something like a need, and even the government also said, like, an access to internet is like a fundamental right. So the scenario is changing. So, but we basically understood like what are needs and what are wants, right? So people have needs, people have wants. It's quite okay to have some wants. You aspire to be an IAS officer. So why you should aspire to IAS officer? Why could you just be settled with being an LD clerk? I mean, humans are ambitious. They might need different things, right? It's not mandatory to limit our ambitions or settle with the mediocre things or very basic things, because we cannot settle like that. Humans are generally ambitious. So they will have needs. When the needs are satisfied, definitely there will be wants. As long as humans live, they will have higher desires, higher ambitions. So naturally, production should also go up. So every human need a luxury phone. The luxury companies have to increase the production, right? If everybody is consuming more rice, the production of rice should improve. If everybody is consuming more oil, the production of oil should improve, right? So production has to ultimately go high in the economy.